Wing Chun Chi Sao is a unique training method. It helps us develop our fighting techniques. This training process trains our reflex ability, sensitivity, force, speed, and reactions, and so and so. We can learn Chi Sao step by step and enjoy this special training process. Here, I, Terence Yip, proudly present step by step Chi Sao training method to you. Chi Sao is a unique training process in Wing Chun system. In order to learn Chi Sao, we got to learn some of the basic techniques which we need in Chi Sao. For example, like a straight punch. It's called Chongju. Front palm, side gang sao, pack sao, tan sao, like this, tan sao, foot sao, elbow close to the center line, relax. Jump sao. Jump means chopping. It's like a chop something, like chopping something. It should go in this way. Not downward. It jump sao. We also need Wang sao. This Wang sao. Wang sao can be combined with Tan sao, like this. This Wang sao. Now this gam sao, gam means pressing. Also jat sao, jat, like this. 標字 Also lap sao, lap means grabbing, grab and pull like this, lap sao, this lap sao. Now we also need shifting the look. This one foot shifting like this. The other side. With both, we shift on the heel. Like this. Now, we also need advancing, means xiong bo or xiong ma, like this. For example, like this. Now, for example, one arm, step on the center line, another one, we drag another one, like this. We stand on the back leg. We stand on the back leg, like this. Stand on the back leg. Stand on the back leg. If we combine with Chongku, it's like this. Now this one Sao, very useful technique in Chi Sao. In fact, this combine the Bong Sao, Tan Sao, and shifting together. The front view is like this. When we come back, we draw this one, and we withdraw this one. It's underneath another arm, like this. It's very useful in Chi Sao. For example, when he used the left arm, the Bong Sao, Tan Sao, okay, and he grab and punch again, and use the Quan Sao. Use the Quan Sao. Slow is like this. Slow motion. Fast. Faster.
As long as we have learned basic techniques, we can come to single hand Chi Sao right now. I am in a Tansa position, or say in a Fuksa position. I strike with a palm strike. Jose reacts with a jump Sao. Now, my part here is empty, Jose strike. With the straight punch, I react with a Bong Sao to block his punch. Now we come back to the original position and start again. Now, I'm in the Fuksa position, Jose in the Tansa position. Then Jose strike with a palm strike. I react with a jump Sao. Now, then I counter attack with a straight punch. Jose blocks with a Bong Sao. Then we are even here. Now, we come back to the original position and start again. The other side, I'm in a Tansa position, Jose in a Fuksa position. I strike with a palm strike, Jose reacts with a jump Sao. And then he counterattacks with a straight punch. Then I react with a Bong Sao to block his straight punch. Now we come back to the original position and start again. Now I'm in the Fuxa position, Jose in the Tansa position, then Jose attacks. I block with the jump sao and counter attack with the straight punch, then Jose block with the bong sao. We go back to the original position and practice this again and again. To learn double hand Chi Sao, we start learning Lok Sao first. Lok Sao is also called rolling arms. It is like this. Now I am in a Fuxa position, this side, another side is a Tan Sao. Then roll with this side, the right side, Tan Bong. At first, we should relax. When we relax, we can learn it faster and better. Okay, and then double arms in a Fuxa position, and keep both elbows in. Like this. Now, we should be able to relax. And then, roll the left arm. Tan Sao, Bong Sao. Each arm works independently. Now both arms roll like a tan bong. The hands are in this position or in this position, like a cross arm. Or like this. Do every move correctly. Now let's try. Now we start learning and practicing rolling arms with partner, like this. The other side, we can change hands from outside to inside. Now I am in the Tanpong position, both arms are inside, Jose's arms are outside. I change one arm to outside, my right arm is in outside now. No, my both arms are outside now, like this. Double futsal. Jose, one arm in Tansa position, one arm in Bangsa position, and he rolls his arms. Now, how to change arms from inside to outside, from outside to inside? Now, let's start with one arm. For example, like this, Jose in the Tansa position, I'm in the Fuxa position. Then he rolls with one arm, Jose rolls his arm. Now, when I want to change my arm to indoor, when his arm is in a Bangsa position, then I stop to shoot my arm to the Tansa position, and turn indoor. Jose immediately reacts with a futsal and block my arm. Then I stop rolling my arm. Now, when I want to change my arm from inside to outside, when my arm is in the Tansa position, I keep touching Jose's arm and turn the Fuxa position. Jose immediately turn to the Bangsa position and keep rolling. Okay, let's do it again. Now from outside to inside. Right, so I turn from inside to outside now. Jose reacts with the Bangsa and then he go on rolling his arm. Now, this time, I'm in a Fuxa position. This turns out, Jose rolls his arm. I turn inside, Jose immediately use the Fuxa, and I start rolling. Now, I turn from inside to outside. I turn from outside to inside. With both arms, then we can change randomly. My both arms are outside. Turn one to inside, another one to inside. I turn one arm to outside. My right arm to outside. So now my both arms are in Fuxa position. We can change our arms frequently. We can do it randomly. Now we start learning lapta. Lapta trains us how to grab the opponent's arm and punch and train our bong-sao reaction. For example, Jose grab and punch now. Then I shift 45 degrees. I use my bong-sao to block his punch. My bong-sao position is here. Another case for defense. Jose face front. Then I grab and punch. Jose react with a shifting 45 degrees and use the bong-sao to block it. Now, I can stay here or let go my arm like this. Then Jose grab and reacts with the bong-sao and shifts. When we defend, we shift 45 degrees. When we punch, we face front. Now this trains us the sensitivity of the arm. When your opponent grabs your arm, and you sense it, you feel it, and do the reaction with the bong-sao. The other side. Now this lapta, it trains our attack and defense, shifting, bong-sao, the sensitivity of the arms. Now, we can grab with either arm, like this one here or this one here. For example, grab with the bong-sao position like this. So it trains our both arms and both sides. Now we can do it randomly. And different speed. Okay, now we can close your eyes and practice. All the basic techniques that we need to start the Chi Sao techniques. Now, we introduce some of the Chi Sao combination to help improve our Chi Sao techniques. First, we use the Lap Sao and Fat Sao. Look, here, my foot Sao's underneath my Bong Sao. Then I grab Jose's left arm and use the right arm to strike the Fat Sao, strike like this. And his both arms are controlled by my left arm. Let's start again. Now, after one strike, we can do more strike like this. I use the Kam Sao and then strike like this. The other side, look, I use the Fok Sao to grab and strike with the Fat Sao. We can use punch or palm strike right here. Of course, when Jose's techniques is not enough or his sensitivity is not fast enough, then he got trapped and he got hit. But he can block my strike. For example, when I grab, he sends with his arm and then he used the Bong Sao to block my strike. And he retreat his another arm and used the Wu Sao to block. He used both arms to block and he also shift. Let's try again. Another method to block. Now, when I start grabbing right here, then Jose's arm senses it already, his left arm senses it. Then he immediately shifts and uses the jump sao to press my both arms and retreat his right arm and counter attack. Try again. Now look. So, before I finish the action, Jose did the defense and counter-attack. He can shift. Look. Or he doesn't shift. Just press down like this. We use a lapda or lap sao and fast sao like this. When the opponent's reaction is not fast enough, then we make it. When he's fast enough, then we are even. So, when condition permits, then you can use this to strike. Now let's introduce another combination. Look, I'm in the bouncer position, or say in the tansa position. Now use this one. The bouncer to park his tansa away, then my left hand strike like this. I keep the bouncer high to block his arm. Let's do it slowly. Like this. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. So this is like a park sao, park sao, park. But sometimes we can grab like this, grab and strike like this. Now, when there is attack, usually there's defense. Now Jose blocked my pakda. He used a jump sao, shift, and blocked my both arms and retreat his right hand and counter-attack. So reaction sensitivities are here very important. Shift like this. Of course, when Jose attack with his arm here, of course, I turn my right hand to turns out to block his attack. Then we are even. We cannot attack each other. And then we start again. Now another defense method. When I park here, Jose retreat this one to block it, use the Tansa to block it. And his part with this and strike with this. Tansa. Okay, let's start another combination, the third combination so far. Now, we use the Fuk Sao as Pak Sao to park the opponent's left. Look. Park, and then turn the ball Sao to like a Tansa position, and we can step in and strike. So we use one arm to control the opponent's two arms. This one is free. Look. We can step in, advance with our right leg. Slowly it's like this. Faster is like this. Remember, we use the Fuk Sao to keep touching the opponent's arm and park this one. This one should keep sticking to the opponent's arm. Then we can control his two arms. Of course, there is defense. For example, when a park, Jose can turn his right arm to Tansa and block my attack. After this, Jose can do the counter-attack. He uses his right hand to press down, gum sao, and strike with his left. Then I got trapped. So, when condition permits, we can use the Pak Sao and we can make it. For example, when he's not fast enough, his sensitivity here is not enough, his reaction is not fast enough, then he got control and he got hit. But when his sensitivity and reactions are fast enough, of course, he can defend. And right here, he used another arm, he used the counter-attack techniques here. Of course, here, then I can use my defense technique here like this. That is follow up. Now let's introduce another Chi Sao combination. Now look, my both arms are inside. indoor. Jose's forearms are outdoor. Now, let me attack. When I attack, I use the park out techniques. For example, now this is the bounce out position, park out. Park this one away, then this one is free, and attack. Remember, our bounce out should be high enough to block his another arm. Then this one is free, and enough room to strike here. Look. The other side is the same. Bounce out position, park, and strike. We can shift a little bit. Shift a little bit to change the angle, and strike. A little bit faster is like this. Of course, here's defense. Jose uses his jump sao to block. For example, when I pack, he uses his left jump sao to block my forearm. Try again. Right, then he retreats his right and ready to counter attack. Of course, I can use the Tan Sao to block it. Now, I am in an outdoor position. Both arms are outdoor. Jose's both arms are indoor. Look, his one arm is above another arm. Then I can gum. Now look, his both arms are controlled by one arm. Then this one retreated and attack here. Of course, I can intentionally bring his one arm to be above another arm and press like this. The other side is the same. Now look, his bounce out here, turns out here. I press down and strike. So this outdoor gum sao, outdoor means the arm is outdoor, and gum means a press. Of course, Jose can defend. When I press like this, his another arm can retreat and block. Like this, he keeps his bounce out position and give room for another arm to come back and block. The other side, look. Okay. Now, One arm indoor, one arm outdoor. Sometimes we can use some trick, for example like this. Now, my palm self position, if I push a little bit, and if Jose's reaction is too fast or too much, when he press back, push back too much, then I can make use of his momentum and use the lap sao and strike like this. Look. Of course, after one strike, we can keep on attacking like this. So, when I press a little bit, this is a trick in order to trap. If he cannot use his force properly, when he presses too much, then I make use of his momentum, or I make use of his mistake. So therefore, he should not push too much. He just keep his position. Don't push too much. So when practicing Chi Sao, it's very important to keep every move correctly. We cannot push too much, or we cannot be too soft, something like that. Then I cannot make use of his momentum. Now if I try to attack like this, when the condition do not permit, then he can bring back another arm and block it. For example, so he defends in this way. Now another trick is, for example, if we try to strike like this, but in fact we don't strike too much, push a little bit. When his reaction is too much, when he push back, then we come back immediately and grab and strike. This is another trap, another trapping, another trick. Here, if we can strike here, it is good. And one strike and two strike here. For example, one strike and come back, another strike. Of course, when you do this, Jose react properly and use his turns out to block it and shift a little bit if we can. Then I cannot grab. I cannot grab. So I cannot complete my attack. So when practice Chi Sao, we got to practice basic techniques and shifting and try to train the reaction and the sensitivity of the arm, and all the techniques we need to practice. When we have practiced the combinations enough, that means when we have done drawing a lot, I mean, we repeat practicing the combination again and again. Now we can move to free hand Chi Sao. That means that we can apply any techniques we need. We may attack. Right, I use bounce of the block and attack. I strike here. He senses the danger. He immediately press and he strike back. Then I got to use the what? The Kun Sao. And press and back fist. Of course, Jose sense it, immediately come back like this. And when I see his arms are in cross hand position, I immediately press down and strike. But Jose used what? This like the Kun Sao, cross hand Kun Sao, to block my punch and press down and strike. Of course, before he make it, I use the Bong Sao and Kun Sao to block it. Now, here, I use the Pak Sao and strike. But when I use the Pak Sao, his another arm come back immediately to block it. Now look at the position here. He is open, then he strike. Pak and strike. So I immediately use the Tan Sao to block it here and strike. So we apply all the techniques we need when situation changes. So Tan Sao and Pak Sao. When he used the Pak Sao and strike, I immediately use the Jump Sao. So I cannot attack him, he cannot attack me. When he used the grab and elbow strike, I defend like this and strike back. And I can grab with this one and pass out strike. And he used the circle hand strike, I use the loop bong. Out and keep touching this one and press and use the back fist. Then he used the Bong Sao and Tan Sao to strike. So there's no limit in Chi Sao practice. We use the technique we need in defense and attack. Like this, I attack underneath or come back and strike.